It's a haircut. You're a scammer. You're greedy.
Just literally have to let another client walk out the door.
Barbers are crying right now, man, because business is starting to slow down, man.
I'm taking my prices down.
Our business is slowing down. Here's why.
Welcome back, everyone. Today on Wild World Footage, we're looking at why barbershops across the country are shutting down. This is one crazy episode, so let's get right into it.
Bro, I gotta share this. Like, we gotta come together and like build a union or something, cause this is crazy. I went on a cut app yesterday, cause I've been going to this new barber, trying to find a new barber, right? I looked at his prices. Man's is trying to charge $100 for a haircut, $50 for a shape up. A shape up. I don't give a how inflation inflates. A shape up should never be $50. It's a shape up. Before, like when you used to see these prices, barbers were doing stuff like they were doing like the hot towel and all the extra shit that you didn't need. Cool, because I never wanted that. Now, regular haircuts are these prices. Bro is charging $30 for a hot towel. I'm assuming he means a hot towel and a shave, but this is out of pocket. You know what I knew was a problem? When Patrick Beverly was complaining about haircut prices. Patrick Beverly's in the NBA. If he's complaining, you know then what? I'm complaining.
Spending $100 for a haircut is ridiculous, but another $30 for a hot towel? What? Like, who in their right mind would pay that much money? And it's not just regular 9 to 5 people complaining. Celebrities and multimillionaires are saying the same exact thing.
What's a good price to get a haircut at?
35.
25,
Yeah,
30.
35.
25 and throw a tip out
Yeah, 35, 40.
But
max.
you feel me?
Max.
What about you?
I mean, I actually go and it's 50, so, but it should be 35, 40.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
The only reason why I throw 25 out there, bro, I was in Oklahoma, got a cut. Coldest cut I ever had, $25. Damn, I ain't seen my hairline like this, gang. He said, yeah, that's how we do it out here. Like that, straight for the love, though. He wasn't trying to, he said 25. I throw him 40 for real, just cause.
They coming to you, what you think?
100.
100, no more than
It's 100.
100.
It's 100.
Here you have 3 multi-millionaires saying the same exact thing we all are. $100 for a haircut is just absurd.
When did barbers become so arrogant? At what point did we as a society decide that haircuts were so important that they needed an appointment? No, I'm sorry. Your doctor or your dentist needs an appointment, not your barber. I'm in the real estate development world, so I thought arrogance was rampant in my world. Contractors, real estate developers, real estate brokers, those are some arrogant motherfuckers. But barbers these days, my goodness, are you guys on a high horse? They love if you call them and ask if they take walk-ins. They love to say the phrase, oh, we're appointment only.
Not around here, partner.
It's not that serious, and you're not that important. And you actually give a pretty shitty haircut most of the time. And by the way, stop talking to me. Just cut my damn hair, bro. It will take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes max, instead of the hour it's going to take because you want to talk to me about the Celtics, about your ex-girlfriend, about your divorce. I don't give a shit. And half the time, the barbershop's empty. Half the time, there's nobody doing anything. Half the time, there's nobody there. But you guys want to say your appointment only? Take the walk-in, bro. Not to mention you want to charge $50 to $75 to cut hair.
I remember when you used to be able to walk into a barbershop and just get a haircut. Now you need to download an app and select a $100 haircut with a barber who thinks he's a celebrity.
So the problem started with us influencers that started telling every barber, know your worth, charge your worth. But did they really know their worth? No. They heard us say, yo, higher your prices, raise them up. And that's exactly what they did. And now look, now the second problem is not high prices. The problem is pricing something high, but is it really worth it? Are you adding extra value to your service for those prices to be high? And by no means I'm advocating for prices to be $25, $30, $35, even $40. Because that's too cheap now in 2025 going on 2026. But $100 for a regular haircut with nothing else added? Come on. If it's worth it, okay. But just because an influencer told you to get some gloves, get a ring light, and charge $100, be for real now.
This raises a good question. What do you guys think is an appropriate price for a regular haircut? Let me know down below.
I charge $100 a cut because this ain't a hobby. It's a high-level service. You're not paying for 30 minutes in the chair. You're paying for mastery. My time costs, my skills cost, and my standards cost. I don't rush, I don't miss, and I don't play about quality. I'm just saying, if 100 plus sounds too crazy, then I ain't your barber, and that's okay. And I'm not for everybody. I'm for the ones who want to look different, feel different, and get treated like priority. I ain't your average barber. I don't pull up a Nike tag, t-shirts, or baggy pants. You see me? Cheap cuts exist, but this ain't that. Not a V-drip.
In what world does a barber need to wear a suit? Like, you're in there to get a haircut. I don't need financial advice. Just cut my hair for 40, 50 bucks and that's it, brother.
Shit real, you know what I'm saying?
They're fucking with it.
How much I owe you?
3,500.
You said what?
3,500. You got it, bottom.
You said what?
3,500. Cash out, card.
No, this was not a skit. This actually happened on the streamers live. He went live and got a haircut, and then the barber told him he needed to pay $3,500 for a haircut. Now, if he paid or not, I'm not sure, because the streamer stopped streaming at that point, but I highly doubt it.
All right, so I got this station over here, right? And I got this station that's all the way over here at the end. I've been trying to fill these two stations for the last, how long has it been I've been trying to fill these stations? For like almost 2 years, I've been trying to fill that station and this station, and nobody is available to work. But I keep getting people asking me for jobs from Sweden, from Brazil, from Nigeria, from everywhere but where we live. Everywhere but in the United States. What the heck is going on?
Who in their right mind would move from Brazil, Switzerland, or wherever else to cut hair in America? Because very few, and I mean very few, barbers actually charge $100 and get away with it.
Our business is slowing down. Here's why. I'm on a mission to create the busiest barbershop in Maryland. But January is notoriously slow for barbers. I noticed on Google that because we're a newer shop and have fewer reviews than some of the other barbershops, we're not popping up first when people search for us. That's going to change. I printed review cards for every station so we can boost reviews naturally and consistently. I've also updated our Google page and Apple Maps to reflect our latest work and our current team. On top of that, I've been running Instagram boosted ads to capture local attention. If we keep pushing, we can fight off the slowest month of the year and set ourselves up for success in the future.
First point I want to make is that he started the video by saying that it's slowing down, which means people already know about your barbershop. So no matter how many reviews you get, it won't make a difference. Maybe, just maybe, it's because he charges $65 for a haircut with a beard.
Barbers are crying right now, man, because business is starting to slow down, man. The internet and TikTok got a lot of these barbers thinking, bro, that they could really charge, bro, $50, bro, $60, $100 a head. Yeah, man, that's what TikTok did, man, to the barbers, bro. Had these people thinking, man, that they were something outside of a freaking barber, man. Don't we remember who y'all were? We remember who y'all were, bro. We remember that the reason y'all became barbers, man, is because y'all ain't go to college, probably dropped out of high school. Yeah, that's who y'all were, man. Y'all didn't get an education, man, so y'all decided, man, to cut hair for a living, bro. And TikTok got in your head, and now y'all thinking, nah, $100 a head, this is different. No. They're barbers. They cut hair. What I do is different. No, it's not. You dropped out of high school, bro. You didn't go to college. You don't got an education, bro. You don't got a PhD in barbery. And you know what? I'm happy that people, man, are starting to sharpen up. Be like, I'm not going to be spending $60 a week on a haircut, man. Like, are you crazy? Listen, no barber should make more than $30 a haircut, bro. Period. If people want to tip, let them tip. But no barber should ever charge more than $30, bro, for a haircut. This shit is crazy.
You know who I blame more than these influencer barbers? I blame the people who actually paid $100. Like, who in their right mind thought it would be a good idea to give a barber $100? Don't get me wrong, I'm all for tipping a barber, and I do every haircut. But $100? That's just ridiculous.
Celebrity barber in their bio, and they're adding $500 to the total payment. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? The 100 is, I don't think any, bro, chat, I don't give a how much money I get. Chat, I promise y'all niggas. I don't care how much money I get. I don't think there's a haircut out there that's worth $100. I don't give a Yo, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care who you cut. You can cut. I don't give a fuck if you cut motherfucking Thanos. I don't care. I don't ever, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't give a the barber world. I don't know who the barber world is and shit. They might hate me for this, but deep down inside, I truly feel like $100 is crazy, gang. I think it is.
The reason I added this clip in is because eventually I know a barber is going to comment and say it's because you guys are broke. No, it has nothing to do with money. Here you have Kai Cenat making at least $30 million a year who will not pay $100 for a haircut.
What do you charge?
I charge $75 a cut.
75 for a cut? Does that depend on anything? Like hair, no hair, beard, no beard?
Yeah, I think that's a good point, right? So at this point, I've been having clients for over 15 years. I barely take any new people. Like, you have to like send me a DM. You can't even really book with me, right? You have to like ask for it, because at this point I'm about building up other people. I didn't had my time. I charged $100 a cut a couple years ago, and I heard all those same things from people. Like, dang, Stan, like, I understand, bro. You busy. You got to school now. Like, I don't really have the time. People were paying it, but it was every 2 weeks, once a month. But when I was building my school, I was working every day, so I didn't necessarily have time. So it worked out. But seeing other people in my own shop wanting to do that, when I knew they didn't necessarily put the work in to acquire that, I went back down to 75, because I'm like, nah, I don't want y'all to get caught up in this. Thinking, well, we'll do it. I'm here. I could do that too. Because I seen people in my own shop do that. Because I passed off a lot of clients. Because I couldn't take them anymore. My focus was building the school. And then they were like, well, you can pay me the same thing you pay Will. And my customers were calling me. And they were like, yo, they're like, bro, no, I'm not doing that. Like, he doesn't have the relationship, the resume. You know, I can't get my hair cut at 6 o'clock in the morning. There was tons of extra things that made a person felt like I was worth that. And they weren't producing that.
Let me play devil's advocate just for a second. Do you guys really think he lowered his price back down to 65 or 75, whatever he said, because he wanted to set an example, or because no one actually showed up when he was charging $100 a haircut? What do you guys think?
Well, we knew this was gonna happen. All right, so they say barbers are losing money because they're not getting no clients. $412 million. 412, because they want to charge $100 for a fucking fade. 70 to 100. We knew this was gonna happen. Y'all charging $100 for a fade. Bitch, I'm not rich. You charge the rich motherfuckers that, and they even say the same thing. What the? You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. I get it. If you gotta fly out and shit like that, then you charge that type of price. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, a fade? That shit is stupid. That's why niggas is cutting their hair now themselves. Niggas is really sitting there learning how to cut their own shit because they don't want to go to the barbershop. Make it make sense. Because I feel like $100, if it's $100, I better get my hair washed. I better get my shit dried. I better get the little skin shit, you know, where they put the little mask on. I'm just saying. I seen videos where niggas did that. That's worth that type of money. If you putting all that work in, okay, you know. But if I'm just getting a fade, my nigga, that's like $20, $30. Come on now. No, bruh. I get it. You gotta make your money, but brother, you better get that hustle going. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. $100. Who the f you think you cutting? Michael Jackson? Come on, dude. Hey, it is what it is, though. Some niggas is gonna go and be like, man, hey, it's worth the cut. It's worth the cut. Nigga, that shit gonna grow back in a week. That shit gonna grow back in a week. Because some people's hair grow fast.
I've been seeing this article that states that barbershops nationwide have lost over $412 million. And there's nobody, and I mean nobody, to blame except for these greedy barbers who think it's perfectly fine to charge $100. So far, we've already seen a few barbers stating how they had to lower their prices.
Just literally have to let another client walk out the door. He came in asking for a skin drop fade. And like I said, though, to me, those are the most time-consuming haircuts. So I need full price for that. Even though it is a haircut. But I told him 50 straight up. And then he was like, oh, that's too much. I said, well, the most I could do is take $5 off. I'll do it for 45. Then he was like, no, it's okay. And I gave him another chance. I said, if you pick something else, I could go a little bit lower. And he was like, nah, that's all right. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let shit go. Man, you trying to get me to knock too much off my value of work, bro. Like, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Bye.
And this right here is a prime example as to why barbershops are losing $412 million.
Cool. It's gonna be $103.99, bro. What? What? You're not gonna pay. Yo.
And to be honest, you better hope the rest of us don't become actual barbers, because we will charge $20, $30 for a goddamn haircut. Put the rest of y'all out of business. You guys coming out here literally trying to justify, but like, we charge expensive because the economy. You just cut hair. You do realize that, right? You're not a beautician. You're not a stylist. You literally grab a pair of clippers and go, what, 20 minutes? That's it? And you have the audacity to tell somebody, oh, I'm gonna get a tip too, right? I don't understand how some of you men really think that this is a thing. Because the truth is women do not give a where you get your haircut at. But they will give a when they see that statement, because you done charge $200 on some bullshit. Mind you, that's every 2 weeks or every week. That's ridiculous.
Personally, I think these $100 haircuts or fades, whatever you want to call them, are a thing of the past, because barbers have realized that people are not willing to pay that much and people are fighting back. They're either getting cheaper barbers or doing haircuts themselves.
Bro, you can go ahead and run your business the way you want to run it, and it's fine. We all have the right to do whatever we want to do. But I just want to let you know this. You think, just because things are going up, you think that it's okay for you to charge $100 for a freaking fade that's going to last you 4 days? And you want to compare with, oh, well, you know, you go buy Nikes or you buy this and that. Dude, it's a haircut. You're a scammer. You're greedy. I mean, you're trying to get rich over one damn haircut, and you're lazy on top of that because your fade is no different than the other fades that are already out there anyways. They charge like 30 bucks. You're not special. You're not doing something special. Because you're lazy and you only want to have 2 haircuts a day so you can go on with your day and already win 200 bucks, or 5 so you can pay $500 and you call it a day. You want your life easy mode by being greedy and conning people? Dude, are you kidding me?
And that's exactly how majority of us feel with these barbers that are charging $100 per haircut. But to end on a good note, here's a barber who lowered his prices for a good reason.
I'm taking my prices down. I'm taking my prices down at the barbershop, and here's why. I bumped into an old client I had at the gas station, right? Not him, but an old client. And I was like, yo, what's up, man? How you been, so-and-so? And he said, man, I'm sorry, man. I don't bring the boys to you no more, man. But can I be honest with you? I was like, yo, what's up? What's up? He was like, honestly, man, I got 3 boys, man. And you just got too expensive. Damn. And he had the cut he had wasn't like that. But it was just too expensive. He said it cost too much money. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I couldn't keep up with the price, man. But I see you doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. And that got me to thinking of how much I used to love the cut, bro. And not just the cut, but to have interactions with people in the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like those father-son moments, like that shit meant a lot to me. When I started cutting hair, I started cutting not just for the money, but because I was impacting the community in a certain way. By being that positive role model for the young brothers that didn't have their fathers around, or the new fathers, you know what I'm saying? Just being there in the community. And it's not about the money. Honestly, I'm on pace to make the same thing that I've been making for the last few years. Here comes the money. I mean, this is the same thing. I'm on pace to make the same amount of money. I don't mind being transparent and showing you what I've made over the last 5 years. But at this point, it's not about the money. I lost sight of why I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do it because I love my community. I love my people. I love my brothers. I love my sisters. And I normally charge for my most popular service that men book all the time is $54. And then the kid was what, $36. So that's $90, man, for a father and son to come get a haircut and spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, with everything that's going on and what's happening in society and how tough things is, especially where I'm at right now, I gotta admit, that's just too expensive.
That right there is what you call a good barber, and I hope this man stays in business for a long time because we need barbers like him. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as to why barbershops across the country are going bankrupt, are shutting their doors. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.